Good afternoon, dear children. I am L.K. Tripathi, your SST teacher from LPM Public School, Golabazar, Gorakhpur. My dear students, today we have a discussion related to your civics chapter, that is outcome of democracy. In the last videos, we have discussed too much about this chapter and we have come to know much more qualities of democracy. In this new video, we have some new type of diversity related to your chapter. The topic is accommodation of social diversity. Do democracies lead to peaceful and harmonious life among citizens? This is a big question before us. Is it true that democracy is the way which bring peaceful, harmonious situation among citizens? It will be a fair expectation that democracy should produce a harmonious social life, no doubt about that. We have seen in the earlier chapters how democracies accommodate various social divisions. We saw in the first chapter how Belgium has successfully negotiated difference among ethnic populations. Democracies usually develop a procedure to conduct their competition. This reduces the possibility of these tensions becoming explosive or violent. No society can fully and permanently resolve conflicts among different groups, but we can certainly learn to respect these differences, and we can also evolve mechanisms to negotiate the differences. Democracy is best suited to produce this outcome. Non democratic regimes often turn a blind eye to or suppress internal social differences. Ability to handle social differences, divisions, and conflicts is thus a definite plus point of democratic regimes. But the example of Sri Lanka reminds us that a democracy must fulfill two conditions in order to achieve this outcome. It is necessary to understand that democracy is not simply ruled by majority opinion. The majority always needs to work with the minority so that governments function to represent the general view. Majority and minority opinions are not permanent. Next, it is also necessary that rule by majority does not become rule by majority community in terms of religion or race or linguistic group, etc. Rule by majority means that in case of every decision or in case of every election, different persons and groups may and can form a majority. Democracy remains democracy only as long as every citizen has a chance of being in majority at some point of time. If someone is bad from being in majority on the basis of birth, then the democratic rule ceases to be accommodative for that person or group. Dignity and freedom of the citizens. Democracy stands much superior to any other form of government in promoting dignity and freedom of the individual. Every individual wants to receive respect from fellow beings. Often conflicts arise among the individuals because some feel that they are not treated with due respect. The passion for respect and freedom are the basis of democracy. Democracies throughout the world have recognized this, at least in principle. This has been achieved in various degrees in various democracies. For societies which have been built for long on the basis of subordination and domination, it is not a simple matter to recognize that all individuals are equal. Take the case of dignity of women. Most societies across the world were historically male dominated societies. Long struggles by women had created some sensitivity today that respect to and equal treatment of women are necessary ingredients of a democratic society. That does not mean that women are actually always treated with respect. But once the principle is recognized, it becomes easier for women to wage a struggle against what is now unacceptable legally and morally. In a non democratic setup, this unacceptability would not have legal basis because the principle of individual freedom and dignity would not have the legal and moral force there. The same is true of caste inequalities. Democracy in India has strengthened the claims of the disadvantaged and discriminated castes for equal status and equal opportunity. There are instances still of caste based inequalities and atrocities, but these lack the moral and legal foundations. Perhaps it is the recognition that makes ordinary citizens value their democratic rights. Expectations from democracy also function as the criteria for judging any democratic country. What is most distinctive about democracy is that its examination never gets over. As democracy passes one test, it produces another test. As people get some benefits of democracy, they ask for more and want to make democracy even better. That is why, when we ask people about the way democracy functions, they will always come up with more expectations and many complaints. The fact that people are complaining is itself a testimony to the success of democracy. It shows that people have developed awareness and the ability to respect and to look critically at power holders and the high and the mighty. A public expression of dissatisfaction with democracy shows the success of the democratic project. It transforms people from the status of a subject into that of a citizen. Most individuals today believe that their vote makes a difference to the way the government is run and to their own self interest. Now, some questions are there which we have to discuss. The questions are here. How does democracy produce an accountable, responsive, and legitimate government? You have to give the answer as it has been explained in the videos as well as in the live classes. Question number 2. What are the conditions under which democracies accommodate social diversities? Number 3. Give arguments to support or oppose the following assertions. Number 1. Industrialized countries can afford democracy, but the poor need dictatorship to become rich. Next, democracy cannot reduce inequality of incomes between different citizens. Next, government in poor countries should spend less on poverty reduction, health, education, and spend more on industries and infrastructure. In democracy, all citizens have one vote, which means that there is absence of any domination and conflict. Number 4. Identify the challenges to democracy in the following descriptions. Also suggest policy institutional mechanisms to deepen democracy in the given situation. Number 1. Following a High Court directive, a temple in Odisha that had separate entry doors for Dalits and non-Dalits allowed entry for all from the same door. Number 2. A large number of farmers are committing suicide in different states of India. Following allegation of killing of 3 civilians in Gandwara in a fake encounter by Jammu and Kashmir police, an inquiry has been ordered. 5. In the context of democracies, which of the following ideas is correct? Democracies have successfully eliminated conflicts among people, economic inequality among people, differences of opinion about how marginalized sections are to be treated, the idea of political inequality. In the context of assessing democracy, which among the following is odd one out? Democracy need to ensure free and fair elections, dignity of the individual, majority rule, equal treatment before law. Number 7. Studies on political and social inequalities in democracy show that democracy and development go together. Inequalities exist in democracies. Inequalities do not exist under dictatorship. Dictatorship is better than democracy. All these questions are before you, which you must answer in the copy. Try to understand more about the chapter. Rest wherever the difficulties will arise, the teacher will be available to resolve it. Thank you very much.